Attentive Teaching, advocating calm, cultivating resilience.
The Attentive Teaching blog brings you weekly posts by teachers for teachers to help create a peaceful and safe classroom for your students and yourself. Visit attentiveteaching.com for more blog posts and resources. We hope you enjoy this narrated selection from the Attentive Teaching blog.
2 Mental Shifts That Have Helped Me Deal with Teaching During COVID by Christine Quigley, teacher mentor. I sometimes have a difficult time remembering what life was like before March. How did we get here? When will it end? Everything I've learned in my life has taught me that acceptance is the only way to avoid suffering. So I have accepted the changes that come with teaching during COVID. But I'm still struggling. I don't want to teach this way. I don't want to look at screens and spend all night making Google slides. So when the stress of teaching during COVID and generally living during a pandemic started to get to me, I began to search for meaning and guidance. I've taken what I've learned from my own life experiences, from my colleagues, and from searching the web for advice from others in the trenches, and I've come up with these 2 mental shifts that have worked for me, and I hope they can help you. The first is change your expectations. This is not normal. No one really teaches like this. No one learns this way, and no one likes it. Let go of any thoughts that you will teach as effectively as you would if you were in person. Let go of holding yourself to the same standard of the past, where you differentiated all subjects and reached all learners. It sounds a bit crass to say, but don't expect anything and you won't be let down. Do your best. Do what you know works for your class. You know in your heart what to do. Don't get caught up in the latest tech craze or by meeting testing standards. Stick with being real with your students. Show them that you can be vulnerable too, and show them how much you care. The second mental shift I took on was to find one good thing. Teachers can be perfectionists. We care so much about our students. We are used to coming home after a full day of teaching, excited about how much the kids are learning. Teaching during COVID, we have to shift our mindset, stop looking for perfection, and instead look for at least one good thing a day, one connection, one student who signed in for the first time, one parent who answered your call. Look for what went right, not the kid who keeps unmuting during the lesson, or the video that wouldn't play, or the kid writing in the chat, or the unannounced AP watching you try to present a Jamboard. Don't get caught up in a negative pattern, focusing on things that are out of your circle of control. Find some small successes each day and focus on those. A good way to integrate these mental shifts into your daily life is to find a mantra that works for you. Mine is, "This too shall pass." I've used this mantra to help me get through life more times than I would like to remember, but it holds true and it helps. Someday, we'll look back on this time, and maybe we will say it's when we grew emotionally, became more spiritual, started to meditate, or reconnected with what really matters in life. It reminds me of one of my favorite quotes from the Dalai Lama. "A tree with strong roots can withstand the most violent storm, but the tree can't grow roots just as the storm appears on the horizon." Maybe you didn't have roots for this storm, so start growing them now. There will be more storms, but sunlight always follows the rain. Let us know what has helped you find peace and happiness while teaching during COVID. You can find us on Twitter at @AttentiveTeach.